Today is the first day of summer, June 20th, and it is about to get hot in the OSL. This is Cholera here, bringing you Game 2 of July versus the Rock. This is my first cast of Day 2 of the OSL, and July, if he wins, will be moving on into the semifinals of the OSL. The round of 4, so to speak. This is the map Hwarangdo, July spawning in white at the 5 o'clock position, the Rock spawning in brown at the 11 o'clock position, and the Rock is going to have to be cooking some mad good StarCraft play to be able to beat July here. This map, Hwarangdo, so far in the OSL has been 4 games between Zerg and Protoss. Zerg have won 3 times and Protoss have only won once. This map, therefore, based on a small sample size, is a little bit skewed towards Zerg, and July Zerg was looking absolutely unstoppable in Game 1. I am very, very excited about the possibility of another Golden Mouse winner. July Zerg, of course, is a 2-time OSL champion, and if he gets the 3rd OSL title this year, which is looking more and more possible as we move on, he will get the Golden Mouse, and the only other Golden Mouse receiver, of course, has been Nada in the past. And this map, Hwarangdo, of course, has been well known for cheeses, both from the Zerg and from Protoss players, but especially, I have to say, for Protoss cheeses. In fact, in the beginning of the tournament, I believe it was Savior who got knocked out because of a cheese on this map, and we'll have to see if the Rock decides to do that out of desperation. Rock going Gateway first here, so Rock not going for an expansion, not going for a Bisu build, and I think that's a wise decision on this map. It's quite difficult to hold your expansion. I think that might be July's mom there, or possibly the Rock's, I actually can't tell, but maybe the Rock's mom. I think it's the Rock's mom, actually, and she must be a little bit worried for her son because the Rock is about to play the God of War here. So the Rock going for the Gateway first strategy, this is what he did on the first game on the map Andromeda, going for a little bit of early pressure with Zealots. Unfortunately for him, that did not turn to work out. And July is going for a fairly standard 12 hatchery build. Note that he sent a very early scouting probe, a scouting drone in the beginning, and I really like that play. I think that's a very smart move on this map. You need to get that scout out. You need to detect any proxies that that the Rock might throw at you. Now July going for his spawning port at 11. So a fairly standard build from July, but I have a feeling July is going to go for a 2 hatchery build instead of getting that 3rd hatchery up. The Rock going for a very fast tech build here. I'm going to assume he's going to go straight for Corsairs, but we could be seeing, after he kills that scouting drone, we could be seeing a fast DT push, or a fast +1/ Zealot leg push, like he did in Game 1. If he gets that Citadel of Dune, he could go for a fast Zealot rush here. And we are seeing the gas going down for July, so that's indicative that he's going to be staying for a 2 hatchery build here, and this is going to be leading to a very fast game, I feel. This game could be decided within a matter of minutes because of the fast openings from both players. We're seeing the Cybernex core finish for the Rock, and we'll see if he decides to plant a 2nd gateway or not. July getting scouted here by the Rock. And by the way, the next game I will be casting will be Flash versus Luxury in their epic Game 2. I am very excited. I just downloaded these games. These are basically, I think I was one of the first players, first people to possibly download these games off of a torrent on TeamLiquid.net. So hopefully I'm going to get these out before, basically before anyone. I bet there's a lot of fans out there who want to see the results of the round of 8 and move us into the finals of the OSL, and I'm definitely one of them. And a fast robo facility for the Rock here. This is something we haven't seen in ages. A rush to robotics facility by the Protoss player, not going for Corsairs either. No Stargate up, so he's going to be going straight for a fast Reaver drop. A very, very unconventional strategy here from the Rock, and we'll see if July decides to go for Mulisks or for Hydralisks to counter this fast drop build here. I have a feeling that fast Mulisks plus the Scourge might be the best idea here because we don't see the fast Stargate, so there won't be any Corsairs to deal with the Mulisks in the air. But notice that on this map, this 2-player map, both players have gotten very good scouts of one another, so both are very well prepared. The Rock probably knows that we're going to see a spy here. Actually, we might be seeing a Hydralisk done just because the robotic support bay is up so soon. No, we are going to see a Spire, so this is going to be critical for the Rock. It's going to be critical for the Rock to be able to get an attack out very soon here, before the Mulisks come out, before the Scourge come out, and we're going to need to see him do a successful Reaver drop before then. On the other hand, it's going to be up to July to defend, and all he has is this measly force of 4 Zerglings here. Will he be able to defend? 4 more Zerglings coming up, but of course these Zerglings are not going to be able to get into the base there, and Zerglings are absolutely terrible against Reavers, as of course you guys know if you played any StarCraft before. By the way, thank thank you guys for all the comments on my latest commentary, KTF versus Hambit. That was a dual cast. Unfortunately, the sound quality was not so great in the later games because we tried a new method using Skype instead of using Ventrilo. I guess that won't be the preferred method. In other news, please check out sc2gg.com. There's a lot of new players, a lot of new commentators there, and thank you to all the people organizing in the background, all the people making artwork for our site. It's just absolutely incredible how fast our site is growing. First Reaver, I believe, is out, and it's been picked up by the shuttle. July Mimo getting aggressive and going for his third hatchery. I'm not sure if that's such a great idea, going for that inside hatchery, trying to get his second gas out. Of course, the natural expansion of Hwarangdo does not have a gas, and the shuttle is now moving towards the southeast. This could be July's doom if he does not manage to get that that critical Mollusk out, the first critical Scourge out. But of course, this is an all-in strategy almost for the Rock, because if he loses this shuttle, it will be absolutely over for him. It looks like July is going to be able to get some air defense out, some air units out before well, actually, no, this drop is going to come down before the air units come down, and there's absolutely nothing that July can do about this. Reaver has been dropped. Scarab going out. Oh, Scarab misses, though, and the Scourge come in, and the Scourge is going to take that shuttle out. And the Reaver has not done enough damage. July could win this game. I don't know what the Rock was thinking about going for the strategy. There are no Corsairs out. It's a complete all-in strategy, and this Reaver is going to fall. The Rock has done absolutely no damage. Oh man, the Rock has done no damage to July. He didn't manage to pick off a single drone. Maybe he picked off 2 eggs, but the Zealot's going to get picked off by these Mollusks. But absolutely terrible for the Rock. July going for the perfect counter, trusting in being able to get his Scourge out before the Rock was able to do much damage. And I'm glad to see that July didn't go for Hydralisk. I think he could have been in bigger trouble if he went for Hydralisk. But the fact is, the Rock should have known that he was going to get scouted. Of course, there's no way of avoiding it, and he planted his robotics facility before killing that early drone scout. I think that was also a really important part of the game. And now we're going to see Mutaling here against July's Dragoons. There's 4 Mollusks versus 4 Dragoons, and he's going to be able to, July's going to be able to micro quite well here. I feel he shouldn't engage these Dragoons directly. Looks like he's going to actually micro against that one weakened Dragoon. He's going to try to pick off one Dragoon. One Mollusk falling, though, to this attack, and meanwhile, Speed Shuttle's up for the Rock, so the Rock actually moving south and now forcing July to move back with his Mollusk. July's not going to be able to harass while that Reaver is out and endangering his base here. So this is once again a race here. The Rock, of course, still needs to build up some more Dragoons to deal with the inevitable air threat, and July knows this is coming, so I do expect a pair of Scourge there to intercept. July has basically, I think basically July can win if he can kill off this one more shuttle. I don't see how Rock can come back. Rock obviously has not expanded. July has expanded twice. He's already picked up his second gas. Oh, and July going for the harass here, killing off a number of Mollusks. This is, of course, July's patented Mollusk Carrasca. Oh, the Rock getting in here. The Rock dropping the Scarab. Scarab going off. The Rock only killing one drone, though. And now the Speed Shuttle is going to get Scourged to death. I think he managed to kill a couple of drones there. But this one Mollusk inevitably is going to pick off this Reaver. The Reaver trying to crawl into the main base here. I feel that the Rock should have dropped in the main, not dropped at the expansion. I think that was a foolish idea, because in the main, of course, there would be many more drones to possibly kill. And now the Reaver is going to die with only 2 kills. This is good game. July is going to advance into the semifinals. I'm going to call it right now. There's absolutely no way the Rock can come back in here, and the Rock is cooking only defeat in this game. The Rock just playing, honestly, not very well. If you're going to play against the God of War, you've got to play better than this, and July is looking absolutely on top of this game, not panicking at all and seeing this rush. The Rock now going for his last-ditch attack here, and with only 4 or 5 Dragoons against that swarm of 10 Mollusks, he is going to fall here. There's absolutely nothing he can do, and once the Dragoons are going to die, once the Dragoons die, Mollusks are just going to flood into July's base, and so will his base. His base will go down, and July will inevitably get the GG here in this game. There is just absolutely no way back for the Rock. And just poor play, poor choice of strategy by the Rock, I have to say. This is an innovative build that unfortunately just totally sucks. July trying an experiment, but I really don't think he should be going for experiments like this in the round of 8 of the OSL. I wonder who he was playing against on his team that made him decide to go for this build. I mean, seriously, any half-competent Zerg can beat this fast Reaver without Corsair build, and July's mom is looking quite unhappy here. She knows enough about StarCraft to know that you can't win after a 62-23 food count deficit, and unfortunately, her son is going to be leaving in this round of the OSL, so managing to get far, but the Rock defeated by the the God of War, July. And GG coming from the Rock here. July has taken the series 2-0. And not much more to commentate on, honestly, on this game. Basically, a clean-cut victory for July. The Rock went for a crazy strategy, an absolutely crazy strategy. And July looking badass as ever. Look at that girl following him. She is happy and July is happy. Just look how good he looks in that suit. I really have to say that STX suit fits him well, and July looking just totally on top of the world here. If we see Luxury defeat Flash today, which could happen, by the way, that is the next game I'm going to cast in a few hours, we could be seeing something like a Zerg versus Zerg finals, believe it or not. Of course, July right now will be facing the winners of Backhole versus Jangbi, and honestly, I think Jangbi, neither Backhole nor Jangbi is going to be able to present that much of a threat against July. Neither of them are very well known for his Protoss versus Zerg play.
And I'm going to have to sign out right now, but hope you enjoyed this game, and stay tuned for Flash versus Luxury.